What's up guys, Eric from Sonic. I'm going to be doing one more install video on the Lexus GS. This one's a little bit different. It has a little split screen. I know we did another video on that, but that one took a bit longer than expected. So I'm going to do another one right now, so I could make things a little bit more straightforward, straight to the point, and very easy to understand. So let's get started. Okay, we're in the car. The first thing we're going to do is remove the radio, and then remove the screen, and then remove the glove compartment. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, removing the radio is very simple. All we have to do is reach down here in the corner, and also use your left hand, reach over here and just pull it towards you. You might need to use a panel removal tool. For me, pretty used to doing this, just like that. Very easy. And once you have that out, just remove the connector behind the start button. Okay, and after remove this, put this aside. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the two 10mm bolts down there. Remove this. You have to just put your head down, you'll see it. And then these Phillips screws are plastic screws, so just use a small flat screwdriver like this, like a short one, and just turn it counterclockwise with light pressure. Okay, after this is out, put it outside, and then we're going to remove the four 10mm bolts. Alright, so once that's out, place a microfiber towel right under here, and we're going to place the screen on the towel just like that to expose the backside. Okay, and let's go ahead and also pull the radio out. Place it on this big thick piece of towel. Okay, alright. Okay, then next we're going to drop the glove box. Okay, let's start off by removing this panel. Just go ahead and just grab it, move it down. It's only being held by clips. And then we also need to remove the side panel piece here. And we'll remove the light and the harness over here just to give us a little bit more room. There it is. Alright, and next step, let's remove these 10mm bolts. Okay, and then open the glove compartment. I'm going to remove 3 Phillips screws on the top. Okay, and let's also remove this side panel. Use a panel removal tool. Okay. Alright, and then now it's ready to come off. Let's pull it, and then let's remove these connectors. And we'll leave the airbag connector alone, and then we'll just set the glove compartment down here for now. Okay, now let me go bring the wiring harness, and we're going to start connecting everything together. Okay, we're going to start off by connecting the harness behind the radio. There's 2 connectors, one large main harness, and also the smaller harness for your aux. There's a big harness right here. There's a little tab that you press on to remove the clip. Okay, just move this out like this. And we're going to daisy chain our main harness to it. So the factory one will go to our harness. Okay, like that. And then our harness part will go into the car radio. But before we do that, let's configure our can. So if you look at this can, there's one that says RX, there's one that says GS. Since this is a GS vehicle, unclip the GS, and we're going to connect the can, the GS can. It's the can signals. And then we are going to connect the other side of this into the radio. Alright, and locked into place. And then there's another connector that is associated with this. We're going to just keep all this to the side. In the meantime, we're going to connect the other connector here. It's also on the top row. It's 2 connectors away to the left, and that's going to be daisy chained to our aux. Okay, just like that. We are also going to leave this harness aside like this. And then next, we are going to route the wires from the bottom radio to the top monitor, and also from the glove compartment to the top radio. Okay, so let's first work on this harness over here. In this harness, we're going to route through the right side of the radio, and then there's this small 2-pin wire that is going to stay to behind the glove compartment, and only this part's going to go up. This way, and then we're gonna go up just like that. And then we're going to route this to blue side. Go straight up. Like this. Okay. And once these connectors are out, all we have to do is daisy chain it. So our connector goes into the radio one side and the other side goes to the car side. Very easy. And then this white connector, one side goes to the monitor and the rear goes to the black side like this, okay? And then we're done with the connection on the top screen. So let's go ahead and close this up. Okay, like that. Let's go ahead and leave it there. And then we can also close up this radio as well. Okay, after we route these wires here, this one, and also the mic cable that comes from the main harness, we also need to route it. And then also this main harness wire also needs to be routed. Alright, this RCA aux cable. Your kit won't have this yellow one, that's for video. We're only going to be using the red and the white. So after this is out like this, just push this radio back in. Alright, now I'm going to go to the passenger side and finish up the wiring. Let's start off with the GBIF. The input, it actually goes on the outside of the box. Output goes on the inside of the box. Okay. And then the dip switch setting on this 2013 GS is going to be dip switch 5. Double check the manual, make sure you have the correct dip switch setting. And then we are going to connect the HDMI. Okay. And then grab this other additional harness that you see in this LEXUS kit, which is going to connect to this heat shrinked piece over here, and the other side will connect to the wire from the main harness. And on the other side over here is this big harness that goes into the main harness of our car interface, like that. So all our connection on the interface is complete. And then on the Apple CarPlay side, we're going to connect the aux output. This is for the sound for your Apple CarPlay. It's going to connect on the HDMI side like this. And this will connect to these RCA cables that came from your radio, like that. We will electric tape this later. And then we will connect the other side of the HDMI cable from the interface to the Apple CarPlay kit. This right here. And then this is the power for your Apple CarPlay box, which we are also going to connect like that. Okay, on the other side we have a mic connection. This mic is also routed from the main harness. Okay, and then we have the USB. This is a USB line which we're going to route inside the glove box, which connects to your phone. Alright, so everything is connected. Let me go ahead and connect my phone to it, and let's do a test run to make sure it's working as it should. In the beginning it's going to show system loading. Just give it a moment until it loads. Alright, so let's go ahead and test this. So we have to just press and hold the map button. And when you do that, you'll see the system ready sign. It's a good sign. And grab your iPhone, plug it in. Perfect. Okay, let's summon Siri. Hey Siri, what's the weather today?
It's currently cloudy and 73 degrees in La Mirada.
Perfect, so the sound's coming in. It's also registering our mic voice. Okay, there's one other thing that we need to do. We also have to change the volume output level on our Apple CarPlay device. So go ahead and grab your Apple CarPlay box here. Right next to this mic over here, on the side over here, you'll see this little plug. And in this plug, you'll see two pins, one on the left, one on the right. The one that's closer to the 3.5mm jack, just push it down and hold it. And then when you do that, the screen is going to change your setup mode. Once you're here, you'll notice that the main volume's at 46 while everything else is at 56. Go ahead and change the main volume up to 56. Okay, and then leave all the other controls alone, okay? All right, and then press the back button. So everything seems like it's working as it should. Let me go ahead, clean up these wires, tuck it all nicely, and then reverse order our installation, and then we'll be done. All right, we went ahead and mounted it over here. Okay, we have some wires, we cleaned it up a bit, and there were some existing wires for some other aftermarket parts that was already there. So we have some wires coming down from this side, and we also have some wires coming behind the radio from the top. They all get consolidated over here, combined here, and then into our interface. And then if your interface doesn't fit over here, then you could also put it behind this area. Oh yeah, another thing, we also went ahead and routed USB cable through here, and then now it is conveniently located inside the glove compartment. We're gonna leave it here. We're gonna just put everything back, and I'll show you how everything looks later. All right, so let me go ahead and continue on with putting all the panels back, and then we're gonna finalize and do a quick demonstration. All right guys, we finished installing it. We put all the panels back on. Everything looks pretty clean. We have our iPhone connected, and now we have this USB plug here for the Apple iPhone. We're just using a standard lightning cable to connect it between this and our phone here. And then as you can see, this is the Apple CarPlay. So how do we put it into Apple CarPlay mode? Okay, this is your native screen. Okay, there's your phone. All right. And then one thing you need to change on here is go to your settings, go to general, and then go to accessibility, and then go to call audio routing and change it to Bluetooth headset. Okay, if you have the iOS 13, it's going to be under general, accessibility, and I believe touch. If you can't find it, just use a search function under setting, just put call audio routing right there, and it's just gonna take you to that option. All right, so once you have this set up, all you have to do is plug your phone in. You'll see the Apple CarPlay logo pop up. Okay, and then go ahead and hold map button. It's gonna switch you over to the Apple CarPlay mode, and after this you can use the factory joystick to swipe left and right. Okay, select different icons and use Apple CarPlay as supposed to be used. And then for this GS from 2013 all the way 2016, you are going to have this split screen over here. That's just the nature of the car's screen. You can't make it full screen, unfortunately. But what's cool is if I want to move this mouse over here like this, we can use the native screen function too. So say that I want to show the AC controls over here, and then while it's showing the controls, I want to move it to the left. You know, you can go back and forth between the native screen and the Apple CarPlay screen just by moving your mouse around. Alright, so let's play some music. Okay, music quality is very similar to the phone's Bluetooth phone quality, and then all your phone calls are going to be utilizing your vehicle's Bluetooth system. Okay, so that all the voice levels are very consistent with the factory calling settings. We can also call out Siri by pressing the menu. Okay, or you can also say the command, "Hey Siri." Okay, there it is. There's this up and down button on the steering wheel control. You can use that for seek. So if I'm listening to music, I want to go to the next track. Okay, and then the back button will go to the previous music. It's Pandora, so it won't let me go to the back button, but then it'll let me go for the front. Okay, and just as a side note, this is not a phone mirroring system, so you're not going to be able to watch any movies. This is just strictly Apple CarPlay. Phone mirroring system is a separate product, and you can also use the phone mirroring system together with the Apple CarPlay without any issues. And if you also have the BeatSonic front camera system, this Apple CarPlay will also work with the front camera system without any issues as well. And if I want to go back to the native screen, just go ahead and press and hold map button. I'll take you back here. Okay, and then make sure your car is always in either aux mode or AV mode. That's where the sound is coming from. Okay, and once again, hold and press map, and there's our Apple CarPlay. All right, well that concludes our installation demonstration today on this 2013 Lexus GS. If you have any questions, email us info@bsonicusa.com or leave a comment below and I'll reply to them personally. Thank you very much.